Well, hello there. I'm the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer, sometimes a wine or a spirit might drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. We take a look at the label. We read everything on the label. We take a look at the artwork. We see what they're trying to sell us. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. Now, also, we've just started to put together a rating system, and I've started at 1 to 10, and now I'm going to switch to 1 to 5. So, 1 for being the and 5 being the best. So, I tell you what, hang out until the end. We'll find out about this one. Also, we serve all of our beers at exactly the right temperatures. That means lagers between 37 and 47 degrees Fahrenheit and ales between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I use a ThermoWorks thermometer to test all of our beers. Also, we use the same glassware for all of our tastings. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. And finally, traditionally most folks will have, when they do a tasting, they will take a look, they will sniff, they will sip, and they will pontificate. I'll pontificate, yeah, don't worry about that. But I sip before I sniff. Why? Wine expert Fred Dax explains it all to you. He does a lot better than I do. All right, let's get started. What do we have today? We have New England's original IPA from Harpoon. A Harpoon IPA. And boy, I've known these guys for a long time. Oh, geez, over 20 years. So it's been a long time. Did some beer tastings for them up there in Boston. Dine around dinners. Oh, that was fun. Well, okay, let's get down to this. What do we got? It's employee-owned Harpoon IPA. Hoppy, balanced, and crisp. 6.0% alcohol by volume and 42 IBUs. 19.2 fluid ounces, 1.3.2 fluid ounces. It's got a nice look down there of the brewery. And it says here, Harpoon Brewery, Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor, Vermont. Pretty something else. It's condensed on here, so I can't read that. But there is the government warning that I should not be a pregnant woman operating heavy machinery drinking this beer. Okay, the Craft Brewers Association says this is an independent craft brewer, and they have a barcode down at the bottom. All right, well, to be honest, of course, this is not the first time I've ever had a Harpoon IPA, so I know exactly what to expect. It is a classic. It used to, if I remember right, it used to be only served up at the brewery itself, and I'll have to check that out, but I seem to remember something like that. But now it's in the can, so to speak. Let's see what we got. Wow. Isn't it wonderful to see a clear beer every once in a while? That's a gorgeous looking IPA. Right on. All right. Oh, I can smell it from, jeez. That's got some good hops in there. Boom. And we are at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Exactly the right temperature. Oh, ideal. All right. Well, we got the ideal temperature for apparently an ideal IPA. Let's see if it meets those expectations. Cheers. Yes, I took 2 sips. It's the Sunday before Labor Day. Believe me, my taste buds, I'm surprised they're still around, actually. But they're back, and they're awake, and they're woke. Here we go. Well, let's see what their olfactory friends have to say. There is a very herbal aroma there. Again, it's as if you had a handful of fine herb, they would call it for cooking, rosemary, thyme, a little bit of basil maybe. That's the kind of aromas I'm getting off of that. And it certainly is a good looking beer, so let's see what the taste buds have to say about that. Full-bodied beer for sure. The malt is a toasty roasty type of bread crust. You get that kind of a rich flavor on that, full bodied, and the hops in there, they can lay back. They're there. And I mean, it is an IPA, and it does grab you at the back of the throat a little bit and along the sides of the mouth. That's for sure. And it does leave you wanting more. Well, does Harpoon IPA meet expectations? It's an old friend, and it certainly does. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be great, share us with your friends, and a comment would be really appreciated. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.